That'd be so quick. Um, I feel like 45 minutes means you don't even interact.
안녕하세요. 저는 제니퍼입니다. 잘 뵙겠습니다. 자스민 씨, I don't even know. You can go at it. Oh, 자스민 씨, 인사 주세요. I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's how you do. Isn't 인사 like greeting? Yes! 귀여워. 진짜 귀여워. All right. Now that we've gotten canceled, they're like, that was so bad. We need to cancel you from planet Earth. Hi, everyone. You're like, I get it. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Sleepy Idol, a show or a little bar on 34th and Crenshaw where you can sit back, relax, and talk K-pop with your friends. We are here a little late. I'm sorry. 미안해, yo. Chogum. Actually, okay. Literally, I'm trying. Listen, I took two semesters of Korean. I was like, let me not lie now. 2 semesters, Korean 101 and Korean 102. I gotta put it to use. I gotta put them credits to use. But yes, we are here. We are having fun. We are living our lives. Jasmine, while I realized that the chat at the bottom is not happening for some reason. I don't know where it is. So Jazz, as I try to get that working, do you want to let the people know how your weekend has been going so far? Weekend, what? Oh, that's true. What did you do last week? In the couple days, I guess, that we haven't seen. Actually, no, we saw you on Monday. You did feature on my stream. We played some Fall Guys in which you and Daniel attempted to slander. I was gagged when you were like, wait, are you streaming? I did not know you didn't know whether you were streaming. That's the one thing that is poor streamer etiquette on my part, because streamer etiquette, you must always let people know that they're on stream, that they're being filmed and recorded. But kudos to Dan for being my little PR machine and scamming you. What? Oh. Listen, sometimes you gotta scam if you want to grow, okay? I don't make the rules. Oh, okay. Well, that's cute. Oh, wait, you're... Not you being you, Ted! Guys, I only started streaming last week. You know this? So, like, I'm very new. I'm very green to the whole thing.
We all just know that you don't like me. Blocked me last week with the gray box.
I think my stream's just... Well, we were just talking about how... you know, this is 34th and Crenshaw. Jazz featured on my stream on Monday, where we played Fall Guys, and she tried to play me and act like I wasn't diamond in Fall Guys, but I'm literally diamond level in Fall Guys. And I also scammed her. They have rankings in Fall Guys. I'm diamond.
Is it called diamond though?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's not real.
It is. I'm so serious. Look it up. But I also scammed her into coming on my stream because she had no idea that we were actually streaming. She just thought we were being friends, playing games. I only play games for content. I hate video games. Just kidding. Animal Crossing's cool. The rest of them, I don't really know. They can kind of...
That's probably on my list.
What?
Animal Crossing? I don't think I've ever gotten through the tutorial for Animal Crossing.
No, it's literally so fun. It's the best game.
Sure.
It won Game of the Century at the Game Awards. You didn't see that?
Well, the century hasn't ended, so I don't know how it won that.
They just knew. They were like, you know what? Let's not beat around the bush. Here you go. Listen, I don't make the rules. Also, hello everyone. Welcome, Andre. Thank you for coming to the stream. And Jamia R, we love seeing a new face. How you doing? So yes, this is the Sleepy Idol, a show where we sit back, relax, and talk about the hottest topics in K-pop. Because my life is boring, unless you had anything you actually know. Let's start with a mini open bar first. And Jordy, hey. because we were talking about a couple weeks ago, there was an idol that was clocked for being outrageously homophobic for no reason, and their group mates tried to stop them, but they just kept on yapping, and that was like a thing. But I don't remember what group it was. Sorry. And I like don't want to slander NCT because for some reason I was like, isn't it?
I like how you still are about to slander them. You could have just waited for. Wow, you couldn't wait to just slander them.
No, I swear no. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I also think it was. I remember reading somewhere somebody was like, "Oh, it's a group that contains one of the dudes."
Treasure?
Was it Treasure? Ah, it was Treasure. Okay. Okay, everyone. It was Treasure.
Trying to drag NCT.
Sorry, you guys know I like confuse my boy groups. Okay, sorry. This is a formal
like
apology.
NCT and Treasure? How dare you?
They're both little kitty groups, you know, to me. I apologize. Should I do a formal...
Dream?
Oh, I guess that's true. I don't know. They all seem like babies to me, honestly. But, you know.
The ones your age?
NCT Dream, I don't think he's my age.
Not Dream. I'm talking about NCT in general.
Oh. I don't think there's a single member that's older than me.
Two.
Oh.
There's two people that are like our age.
Oh, okay. Well, look at me lying, acting like I know. Sorry. Well, I formally apologize to NCT, SM Entertainment, and Baekhyun and Do Kyung-soo for slandering NCT
and
because
Jimin.
And Jimin, and you know what, Chris, Tao, and Luhan as well. I apologize.
Chris, you don't owe Chris anything. No one owes Chris anything.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh my god, sorry, never mind. I recant my previous statement. Chris kick rocks. But yeah, somebody who was it in Treasure? I love how it's we're getting the info to you. Baruto. What? Haruto. He's a Naruto character. Don't play. Oh, okay. Haruto. Okay.
Naruto's twin brother.
Don't slander Naruto. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't own him. You know what? That's why you don't hear about him in the show.
Ooh, low key. But yeah, Mr. Haruto was being homophobic, and the thing is, I think the Gagiana is that his group members were like,
"Shut up,"
and he just kept going. So actually, I'm surprised because that kind of came and went. I guess the Treasures, the 4-leaf clovers, I don't even know, are hiding it, burying it. Because
what is Treasure really doing though?
Listen, I am not the constituency, so I can't say for sure. Okay.
They had that one song that you told me about.
Oh yeah. No free promo. No free promo. Not so homophobe. Well, okay, I know it's just him. That's true. That's true. But I was just like, sir. But it was kind of interesting because people are like, I hate when idols are homophobic, but then they turn around and do like, same gender like fan service because it makes no sense. Yeah. Which I don't follow Treasure, so I don't know if they do that, but that's true. She won.
She won. I know I was gonna say she won. He literally, he was out here he was making out with everybody.
Mama kissed Hicho on the
yeah,
and
then he was like, but don't be gay. But also Hicho, come here. Put that chapstick on.
The sense it's not being made. It's like a mess. I'm trying to look up what he actually said. I think it was maybe, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Treasure Haruto under fire for homophobic remarks. I'm reading this from Asian Junkie. Sorry, I would share the screen, but let me just do it. Let me do this properly. Let me do my job. Hold on. See, but every time I do it, it covers jazz, so I don't really know what to do. Let me try. Okay, let me try
another computer.
I honestly am gonna need another screen soon, which is wild, crazy.
You only have one screen?
I have 2, but I might need 3, which is wild, crazy. It's wild, crazy.
Curved.
Oh my god, I probably should. But okay, let's see. All right, let's see if I can. All right, I'm gonna do this. Hopefully, y'all see what I see because. Can you guys see what I see? All right. So about a week ago, this is kind of old though. It was on the 11th. About a week ago, a post about Treasure's member Haruto being homophobic blew up on Twitter, garnering tens of thousands of tweets. As usual, fans of his group has responded with black. Oh wait. Let's see. What no, but a man is weird. The members trying to stop him. They said, "Shut up." As usually, fans and his group have responded back with stuff like demanding people see the whole context, as it apparently came from an old Weverse live. Oh, it's old. Okay. The thing is, though, one could argue that seeing it just reinforces the homophobic sentiment. And this user says, "I beg you all to see the full context without clipping. It's difficult to defend that as not homophobic," and he didn't exactly back off from the sentiment on Weverse either in what seemed like a response to the backlash. Is this a response to the backlash? With the cat? Our cat's
like, buy my album.
What is this his album? Are cats known to be homophobic? I am confused. Amazingly,
Tyler the Creator.
Is that God? Oh, well, I don't know Tyler Creator's life. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Neither do I.
Amazingly, I found a lot of people responding to criticism of him saying things worse, or people's responding to criticism of him to be saying things worse than Haruto's comments, such as places like the replies to this tweet, which is about Koreans not even denying the homophobia, and in some cases sympathizing with Haruto. A mess. Oh, okay, so he was homophobic. So 4-leaf clovers.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know. Lucky Charms. I don't know if y'all want to eat, but that's the tea.
I mean, it's been a couple of weeks. If they wanted to leave,
they're like, we saw it. Thank you. Like, thank you for your...
We're now buried again, like we did before. Thank you for bringing that back up.
Like, thank you for your service, but we don't want it. So yeah, that's unfortunate to hear. I guess we can jump straight into the stories for today. If no one has anything additional. But yeah, the first story out of the hot topics for this week. A-Pink! I'm not gonna have any headlines because I'm revamping it because the font was very ugly to me. But yes, it was announced that A-Pink, actually, this is actually quite interesting. So A-Pink is under IST Entertainment, and it was announced on April 28th that all of the members sans Eunji would be leaving the label. So in the announcement, the company states, after a thorough and serious discussion with each of the A-Pink members in light of the approaching of their exclusive contract expirations, IST Entertainment will bring its beautiful 12-year relationship with members Chorong, Bami, Namju, and Hayoung to an end as of April. IST Entertainment will continue its relationship with Eunji as the artist has decided to renew her exclusive contract. So I don't know what this means. I mean, I don't think it means, I don't know. A-Pink seems like a strong group. Like, they seem like they're going to be promoting as A-Pink under any circumstances for the rest of their lives. So I don't think this means much, but I don't know. Why do you think Eunji decided to stay while the other members were like, so I'm going to go. I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to stay here.
Do they do solo stuff? Because doesn't Eunji do solo stuff?
Yeah, she acts. I mean, I think like...
She acts?
Yeah,
she had an album and all that.
She probably does. That sounds familiar. Yeah, she probably does. Because she's also the lead singer, but I know like her like big old claim to fame is that she be acting out in these streets.
What is she in? I've never seen
her. Literally, Reply 1997, Reply 1994.
There's too many of those. One
of the girlies. Oh, update! Those 4 members then signed to a new label. Interesting. I mean, again, like, this is very strange that they want to all just go together, but at the same time, I don't think that means anything for them promoting in the future, because they just seem like they have such a strong bond and like group. And I don't know, like, it's honestly really interesting to see that they're one of the few second gen groups that are like actively and frequently, like, you know, at a decent rate still promoting. Not that I would never expect it to have been them, but I don't know, it's just interesting. I'm so sorry, guys. I have like something in my throat, and I've had something in my throat for the past couple of days. Also, for some reason, I can't move this chat highlight thing. It's not letting me move it, so it's just over Jasmine's face. But I don't mean to make it over Jasmine's face, guys. I promise.
I think she does.
I'm not a hater.
She's a hater. It's okay. She blocked me several times this whole entire week. So
I swear.
Okay. Then she didn't tell me that we were streaming on Monday or whatever day that was.
Sorry. I literally won't go away. What's going on? Jasmine, why did you do this to me? Hold on. Okay. Yeah.
And then you put it back.
I am so sorry, y'all. It should not be here. I don't know why it's here. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably... Yeah. That's why it's here. All right. There we go. That's better. Actually, that's not great at all, because now it's behind the...
Should it go in front of...
Oh, it probably should.
Lights?
I'm just going to put it right here for now. It can block. Since I got rid of the actual label. The, like, news headline thing.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that. Again, like, they've just been so solid for so long. I don't think this means much. But, oh, okay, cool. So Andre says they signed with Choi Creative Lab. Eunji wrote a letter saying nothing's changed. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, that seems like, you know, pro the course or whatever you call it. Like, I don't know. I just don't see them like just like not promoting. They just seem too consistent. But yeah. Any other thing about that, Jazz, that you have to add? That was a really shorter story than I expected. Par for the course. Thank you, Leanne. I don't know what my tongue is doing today. But yeah. All right, we can move on then to the new podcast daughters. It's like I've 50-50 Stacy, LeSeraphim. Well, LeSeraphim seem like cousins. Stacy or the original podcast. Did I say nieces, daughters? Podcast nieces. They were the first ones, I swear, I claimed as podcast nieces when they blew up with ASAP. I swear. Don't do this to me. I've always been a Stacite. Stacy girls will go
once
now.
Again, we're still splitting up these nieces.
No, I think what we'll do is that 50-50 can replace Aespa. Just until...
That's a lie. Especially because Aespa's about to come back.
Yeah, I'm saying just in case they come back, and then we'll
Stacy can go away. I don't know when they got there, but you can just remove them.
Dare!
Ive is still...
Stacita.
Think about it.
Stay with us. Either way, you know, 50-50 has been slaying. I did want to say this for Chart Watch, but I think I might as well say it now just because we're already on 50-50. Yes, exactly, Leanne. No Stacy slander allowed. This
they're not bad. It's just
site.
They're not the nieces.
And
that's okay. Not everyone can be the niece.
They can be the daughters, because I swear they were the original ones to have one of the titles. Like, they
I don't think they're in the family yet. They put in the application. We're still pending.
Do Stacita here. Okay, fine. But yeah, so 50-50 is slaying. This week, so we had kind of been tracking their climb up the Billboard Hot 100 from when they broke in to when they rise. Well, this week they have penned their 5th week in the charts, and they have officially cracked the top 50, landing exactly at 50, which I think is funny because I'm pretty sure their first entry was exactly at 100 on the Billboard Hot 100 this week. And this achievement makes 50-50 only the 3rd K-pop group in history to ever enter the top 50 of the Hot 100, after, of course, BTS and Blackpink. And it's just 5 months into their career. So they are now the fastest group to break K-pop group to break the top 50 of Billboard Hot 100 in history. Which also, you know, before when they charted at 100, they also were the fastest group to chart on the Billboard Hot 100 since debut. I think you mentioned this last time, Jazz, but I do find it really interesting that Ditto and Oh My God fell off. Like, that's so weird to me.
Yeah. I will say, like, right before you called me to start the stream, like, I was on, I think it was YouTube short, but like two shorts in a row, it was their song. And I was like, they're just using it. And it was just random stuff that they were doing in the video. And I was like, you didn't have to.
Oh, wait. You keep...
Like, to put it in.
Hold on. You're cutting out a bit. I don't know if it's like...
Because you hate me again?
True.
You're plotting against me.
Let me take the hate Jasmine filter off and see if it works. All right. I'll just monitor it, but for now. But yeah. But what were you saying at the end? You were hearing it in a bunch of YouTube shorts and what?
Like in a row. And I was like, it's just interesting that it's just like, they're not doing, it's like not a trend or anything. They're just using the song to just show what they're doing. Like maybe they're like dressing up and it's like they just have that song. Or they're drawing something and it's that song in the background. So I just think that's interesting.
It's a weird...
Like attached to anything.
Yeah, I feel like it's a weird like phenomenon with like TikToks and shorts and stuff like that, because it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where if a song is popular because of TikTok, more people, in order to get their stuff like to pop up on your For You page or whatever, will use it. So then it's like, okay, now you have it's popular because people use it, and then now people are using it because it's popular, so it just like creates more buzz. But that is an interesting point that like, yeah, there's like I did see that there's a dance, and then there was that weird challenge thing where you would put like baby pictures or stuff or whatever, but for the most part, yeah, people will just kind of throw it in the back of their TikTok or their short and just be like, you know, say nothing more of it. But yeah, that's very interesting. But I know one of the biggest topics now that they seem to not be stopping in terms of their rise and the popularity of this Cupid song on Billboard, a lot of people are like, okay, this is their company's chance. They need to strike while the iron's hot. This will, whatever they do right now will determine if they're going to become a Crayon Pop with Bar 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 or an EXID with We Are or whatever. So... I thought it was interesting that it was also announced that 50/50 will be working together with both the US label and Warner Music Group's Korean subsidiary. So essentially they inked like a deal with Warner Music Group, both in Korea and US. And I feel like that's a step in a good direction, because I know a lot of people say that what makes you or breaks you on Billboard is radio play, and like without radio play it's really hard to like sustain your growth or sustain like a spot in the top spot. So I don't know if that's what this was for, but either way it looks like they're taking the buzz that they're getting with Billboard in the West seriously, and they're trying to do at least something with it. So
that'd be cool to hear it on the radio, because I don't think I've heard it yet.
Yeah,
if it's ever been.
I was gonna say I don't think I've heard it either, and I feel like, yeah, I could definitely hear it play on the radio. But despite all this positive news, there always have to be haters in the background, and of course I'm talking about the fact that this week the group was accused of plagiarism. All right, so on April 26th, and I'm already going to say, please forgive me for bad pronunciation. On April 26th, Turkish singer Evrekan Gündüz uploaded an Instagram reel in which he played 50/50's Cupid. So the reel starts off with him playing 50/50's Cupid. He's kind of just vibing to it. But then he's kind of like, this sounds familiar. And he transitions to his own song, Sen Askimidan, which he released in 2017. So, you know, Susan, she's gonna get me anyway, so I might as well play this thing and you guys can tell me what you think. So I don't know, should I play the actual John? Nah, I feel like it would make it. Okay, so let me play it. So this is him just vibing to this stuff. is his song.
Sen aşkımızdan şüphe ederken ben inandım küçük bir mutlu ana. Sen aşkımızdan şüphe ederken.
All right. Jazz, you did get a chance to listen to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
don't remember what it sounds like. I guess it sounds similar.
Hunty Slay Jaja said that's the same song. I mean, I will say, out of all the plagiarism accusations that like to come out daily in K-pop, this was one of the ones that I recently was like, yeah, this kind of sounds the same. But I will say, and we were talking about this a bit off stream, Jazz, it's like there's a lot of songs that sound like this. Like, even when I first heard Cupid, I was like, I think one of the reasons why I like it so much is because it sounds very familiar and very like reminiscent of something I've heard. Like, maybe I can't pinpoint it, but it definitely, I wasn't like, oh, this is the epitome of originality. And you mentioned it sounds like another song that you heard.
I'm just trying to remember what it was because I saw it under a TikTok that was comparing the two songs.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah, it does sound like it just without actual words. It was like more of an instrumental, but it's an older song than both of them. And I was like, oh, so if anything, this person would get money because he could just sue them.
Excuse me, I'm
hey,
suing you
this
both.
guy can sue 50-50, and after he wins, the other person sue that guy.
I guess that's true. It's just like a mess. I don't know. I don't think, because apparently their company has been reached out for a statement, but they said because it was a foreign producer who made the song, they're currently in the process of checking like what that person's thoughts are, which is kind of scary in my opinion, that it was like, it wasn't a like immediate shutdown. But I do wonder, what do you think will happen if, I guess it's, I don't even know how you confirm if something's plagiarized. Like, I feel like either you kind of accept it and you pay them, or I guess you go to court. Like, I don't really know.
I think there's like a court, and then like they have people that know about music and can tell if it's like to a certain degree plagiarized or or something. I think I've seen like people talk about it, but I'm pretty sure if you want money for it, like guaranteed, you'd have to sue. Or the person can just give up. Like I think like Olivia just was just like, whatever, I'll just put Paramore.
Oh yeah. People were like mad at Paramore for that, and I was like, listen, Haley will get her coins. Like,
they didn't even say anything.
Yeah, I know. That's
they
so
were
true.
Just sitting there. The fans were like, this sounds like this, and then Olivia was just like, okay, I guess. I'll put them on.
She's probably like, dang it, they heard it. I'm gonna jump into chat real quick. All right, Jamia says TikTok/the internet definitely plays a role in helping these groups cross borders and gain achievements. Plus, it helps that the song is in English too. That's such an interesting point, because I think most of the songs that like had any staying power were in English, and I wonder if maybe that was Diddle or Oh My Gods. Even though they had a lot of English in it, if that was their downfall, that it wasn't getting picked up outside of the K-pop fans, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I was talking about when, even back when New Jeans charted with Ditto and OMG, and at the time they were the fastest charting, how it was like, I feel like in this 4th gen, 5th gen, we're going to see a lot of artists chart, like K-pop artists chart. And I do wonder how that's going to play in like the narrative with like, oh, it took BTS so long to chart on Billboard versus like all these other groups that are charting so fast. But I feel like it's like such a very blatant example of how times changing and circumstances help new groups so much, like globalization and social media. Similar to, no offense, same thing with BTS. Like, I think one of the reasons why, obviously they're great and stuff like that, but one of the reasons is because the landscape and social media and things like that were set up in a way that could really help push them. And I think these groups that are finding success are going to experience a similar thing. Space Karen says, hey, Space Karen says, I think the twin version helped them a lot. Maybe more groups should release English versions.
feel like people have. They just don't promote it.
That's
Like I
true.
know Bad Boy has an English version, Red Velvet. Um, but I don't think anyone really knows that there's an English version.
That's true. I'm pretty sure ITZY has English versions of their songs too.
And then they also just have an English song.
Oh yeah. That's true.
So,
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't think 50/50 really promoted per se
true.
this one either. I guess people kind of just, started using it because it was the English one. But yeah. Tiffany, hey Tiffany says, I think if New Jeans had released an English version of Ditto or OMG, it probably would have kept them on the Hot 100 chart. That's it. It's just so crazy because like Ditto, more so Ditto than OMG, has so much English in it. Sometimes I forget that it's not an English song. That it's just so funny that the small amounts of Korean, I mean, there's not a lot of words in the song like to begin with, but it would be like a deterrent for people and be like, we don't really want to like, but I actually agree. Like, I feel like if they would have made a full English song, if Ditto was just in English, that would have probably shot up the charts a lot more. But very interesting.
I also just don't think, did Ditto have anything?
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like OMG had more of the following.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Ditto, like maybe if it was in English, it would have had more following, but I just think knows Ditto.
Yeah.
To OMG.
Yeah, OMG did have like the TikTok meme trend or whatever, but I feel like Ditto was just an organically, like people just liked the song organically, but I guess maybe it couldn't sustain without like a trend thing. Hunty Slaya says plagiarism happens a lot on purpose and not because our ears also tuned to certain melodies. Yeah, I do think like especially in pop music, there's just certain like chord progressions and things like that are just very like catchy. So I feel like that might happen a lot. Jamia says, at this point, is there any original music nowadays? There's so many chord progressions people can use to make a song. That's fair. Well, we'll see how this plays out, because again, their company has been contacted for a statement, but they have yet to respond directly. And I do wonder if this will affect the trajectory. But similar to what you said, Jazz, it's like, okay, if he's gonna come out, there's like 8 other people who can come out and say, we heard you were playing games out here.
I think that usually ends up being that it's not plagiarized progression or whatever. You can't really own that.
Yeah. Can you try bringing your mic a little closer? Because it keeps like, it will just randomly.
Literally right here.
It will literally like you'll just stop.
You want me to go even closer?
I don't know if that will work, because it will stop just like you'll be talking and then it'll cut out for like 2 seconds and it'll like, hey girls, I'm back. It's really weird. I don't know. I guess maybe it's not about being closer. Yeah, I don't know. But
I don't know.
I'll just ask you to repeat if it cuts out. No. But yeah. You're like, absolutely no. We'll keep an eye out on that. And moving on to the next statement. All right, y'all. So I've been telling lies and fallacies, but like, can you blame me? So as you guys know, even though, Mnet scammed, lied, and cheated us for 4 years with the produced series, somehow they're making a comeback and ain't nobody care anymore, because they fired 2 people. People are like, I think we're ready to stand Mnet again. And of course, I'm talking about Queendom Puzzle, which is, I guess, a spin-off of Queendom / Kingdom, which was a very popular show where we saw already like active groups perform different covers and things like that. And it kind of like helped like push popularity and things like that. So they're making kind of a spin-off called Queendom Puzzle. And in Queendom Puzzle, we'll see individual members of former girl group members or current girl group members who compete in order to at the end be put in a girl group. So it's basically like Produce 101, except everyone's either a former idol or current idol. And so last week we talked about how there was a rumor that Hitomi former members of Eyes One, Hitomi and Nako, were going to participate in the series, and we talked about how that sounds weird as hell because just where they're at in their careers, it didn't really make any sense. Well, we finally got an official lineup, first round lineup, because there's going to be a good amount of people in this. When on April 24th, Mnet officially made known who is going to be participating. So of that group, that first batch of girls they confirmed will be on the show, we actually have a former Eyes One member, but it's not Hitomi or Nako. It is Lee Chaeyeon. We also have former CLC member Yeon. We have LaBomb's Haeun. We have former Momoland member Jui. We have K from Lovelyz. We have former Produce 48 contestant Shiroma Miru. And we have High One Keys, Rina, and Huiso. And then also I don't know if all the members of Weekly are participating or some of the members of Weekly.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Every single one.
They're like, get your asses out there. Yeah. And they also directly confirmed that Nako and Hitomi will not be participating. So this is an interesting lineup because as much as I was like, I don't know, y'all, Mnet's shady, this is really like a very interesting group of girls that I would be interested to see. But what do you think of the lineup, both Jachat and Jasmine? What do you think, who they have now? And who is there anyone who surprised you? Is there anyone who you're like, okay?
I think I only know 4 of these people, so
Oh, like I'm trying to think. Okay, so Kay, probably Jui, Yeon, and
I don't even really know Kay either. I guess I do know her.
You're like,
I don't really know Lovelyz.
Oh, I love Lovelyz.
I don't think I know any songs.
Candy, Jelly, Love. Well, the famous one is Achoo.
I was gonna say I think I remember that, but that's the type of music I avoided. That's what made me not want to listen to girl group. It's giving A-Pink early days.
Oh my god, I loved them early days. I used to love that.
Yeah, a lot of people did. But I know Chaeyeon, and I know Yeon, and I know Jui.
What surprised me, and I'm going to jump into chat after this, is that, and I definitely, I knew she had competed on stuff before, but Chaeyeon being on this show, this is her 5th survival show she'll be participating in. Yeah. Somebody mentioned, so she was actually discovered on Kpop Star, like that, her and her sister. Then she participated in 16, the reality show that formed twice. Then she participated in Produce 48, which was, the thing that formed Eyes One, which she got into. Then she was in Street Women Fighter, if you remember. She was a part of one of the teams. And now she's on this. So this is the 5th time. And I'm like, girl, do you love sweat stress?
Yeah. Maybe she just likes to do that.
I just think it's wild. I guess, but it's just kind of like think about the fact that well, K-pop Star is pretty old, but 16 twice has been formed, has reached heights, is now almost a 8-year girl group at this point. Yeah. And you were on that show that formed them, and now you're on another show. Not to say, because she's obviously very successful in Eyes One, and she debuted as a soloist recently. But it's just like, girl, are you not tired? But it's very interesting. I'm gonna jump into chat. This is a really great point. Space Karen said, I was thinking how amazing this show would be if they got Soojin, Garam, and Jinny for the ultimate redemption arc. Members that were kicked out of their groups. Soojin from G-Idol, Garam from Formula Seraphim.
I would love Jinny.
I was gonna say, I think, didn't Jinny sign with another label already?
Yeah.
As a soloist? She's like, I'm good, I don't want that. And Mix.
No, she should go on it.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And then talk about the drama. I want all the drama.
This will never happen. This will never occur.
It. It's
this
so
will
annoying
never
because I feel
occur.
like in America it would have happened. She would have been tweeting about it. We all would have known. She would have went on Entertainment Tonight and said all the beef. It would have been great.
That's fair, but I just feel like you're always at a disadvantage when you're the person who leaves, because everyone's always like, well, what did you do? I remember when people are like, I saw Somi's crack pipe when she got kicked out, or when she's parted ways.
That's why you say your piece
with JYP
as you leave.
They were so sure she got kicked out. It was such a bad. They're like, I saw the crack pipe. They're like, I saw her, you know, sipping on Casamigos. Like, it was crazy how people were trying to, like, you know, just they were so sure that she got kicked out because she just was like, whatever.
This is why you have to say something. Don't just say like, oh, she's leaving. Like, no, she's not just leaving. Something happened. Either she didn't like it or she found out something. I don't know.
That's true. I think ultimately it was just that she didn't like the direction or maybe music. I know a lot of people, actually, I don't remember it verbatim, because I know a lot of people were like, oh, they were trying to put her in ITZY, but I don't think that was confirmed. I think she just didn't like the music that they wanted her to do. And then I think the gag, like the fact that she went to YG was so delicious. Like, it was very funny. People were pressed for absolutely no reason. I remember, like, as a person who stands like a lot of JYP groups, some JYP fans were just like, well, does she think she's like they were mad, and like, get a hobby, get a grip. Like, what's going on? Yeah. Let's see. Jordy said Chaeyeon surprised me. Her Auntie Slaya says her career was reality TV.
It's a way to keep yourself relevant.
That's kind of true, but it kills me that her successfully competing in Produce 48 and being active in IZ*ONE, which was a very popular group, is not enough for her to like be relevant. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like,
I mean, it probably is, but maybe it like she's just like,
she's like, what?
She just needs more relevancy.
Oh,
more
maybe.
relevancy.
We love an ASMR moment. Yeah, I don't know, because I know her. I saw that her most her single debut, or her solo debut, was like at 14 million views, and it's only been out for like maybe 2 weeks or something, which I think is good, but like maybe her company's like, all right, which would just be tiresome, like if they're like, you're not relevant enough to be a solo artist, which I think was an interesting path for her to have debuted as a solo artist. I know a lot of girls post Produce 48 and IZ*ONE did debut as solo artists, but I don't know if she's more of a group girly. Because it's really hard to have the like je ne sais quoi to be a soloist. Like, it's very hard. Like, you can be talented, but doesn't mean you'll make a successful soloist. And sometimes people just, for whatever reasons, shine more in a group.
That's true.
Andre says, oh wait, Leanne says, free my girl Chaeyeon from these survival shows. Stream her comeback title. Not, you know, honestly, yes. Her team should be doing PR right here. Andre says, and why is Chaeyeon there? Like, Mnet better be giving her money, because she might as well be. That's so true. I wonder if you get paid more if you're more famous, or you get paid at all.
I would assume you get paid since you're on TV.
I don't know though. It might be that, oh, your payment is the exposure and the fact that you have a chance to be in a girl group, which my wonder is, because a lot of these people are currently active idols, how long is this group that they form going to promote? Like, is it just one song? Because I think Queendom, it's like you get a song or something.
Well, I would hope that it's more than that if you're competing.
That's true, but it's like, how long can you, like, what if it's like 5 years?
I was hoping like maybe an album. Like, one song just sounds like that's not enough.
But what happens if people are like, we like this group, produce more stuff? Then are you just no longer in your original group?
You just don't listen. And then people will just be sad.
You think these
that's
greedy
what happened to
companies
the other groups?
I guess.
101
I guess that's true.
and all that, like, they all disbanded because they had to.
Yeah, I think that's kind of good. But that is a good, I think that would be, I think in theory that would be cool to have people on that got kicked out of their groups, but I feel like a lot of people still hold grudges. I think the only person who could probably come on is Jinny, because she just left, but it wasn't because it was like any kind of scandal associated with, I think it was Soojin and Garam. Although it seems like the tides have really turned for Garam, because most of the videos and things like that I see now are people being like, it was so unfair that she got kicked out and it was very witch honey. Soojin, I don't know. A lot of people seem it's just like, well, it wasn't the greatest exit, and maybe it wasn't super fair, but we finna let bygones be bygones. Stream tomboy, stream nude. Oh, okay. Hunty says she gives me solo vibes.
Who?
Cheon. Andre says I'm saying pay her because all those reality shows she's been on Mnet. Oh, that's true. They probably won't. Queendom had songs within the show and right after of each group. Like after the show they had songs. Yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they all had songs, and then you got the song was a favorite.
But what did they win? If you won, what did you get?
I don't know.
Weird. Well, I know.
But I remember that Mamamoo and then G Idol. They had songs, but G Idol won.
I do remember that. But I know for this one, the winner just you get to be in the group. Which again, I don't know how long you're supposed to be promoting in that group, but we'll see. I don't know. Mnet is a mess. They're hiring crooks, literally hiring everyone back who scammed us 4 years ago. So I don't even. They want a trophy. We're gonna need more budget. We're gonna need more moolah. What's going on? I don't know about that. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. Oh wait. Karen says, I remember in Queendom, the first one, you get a special comeback stage. Mamamoo won the first group. Okay, that's what I remember. I remember that being...
Mamamoo won? I thought G Idol won. Or did people just like G Idols?
Yeah, I think
something happened.
I think they came in second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
I remember it being Mamamoo and G Idol. And like people like that lion?
Oh, yeah. That lion song people like. Well, Karen is saying G-Idol should have won.
Okay, so it was a thing where people...
okay. Everyone's saying that G-Idol should have won there. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So, one of the other things I wanted to talk about is, Miru from Produce 48, she was one of the Japanese contestants, and she's participating. And if I remember her, she was really into K-pop and Korean culture. And she was decently popular, but she didn't make the final cut, which who knows who actually made the final cut, but I'll be nonetheless. Yeah, so she has kind of like had people being like, oh, well, if she's going to participate, we should basically gather up all the AKB48 girlies who were on Produce 48, had a type somewhat of a fandom, but didn't make the final cut. And I'm like, I don't know. If I was one of those girls, I'd feel traumatized from getting rigged out.
I guess you still get publicity. I don't know.
I guess that's true.
It's like even if you get rigged out again, it's like at least my face was shown. So
imagine they're like, we're gonna rig you out again, but you can come for the party. You know, we have dips and chips. That'd be funny. All right, so everyone's okay. So Oh My Girl came in second the first season. G Idol up was huge after this, so they won my heart. LOL. Are the Japanese AKB48 debuted? I think all of them. So I think mostly everyone that was from the AKB48 world, all the Japanese trainees, and came to participate in Produce 48 were already in like a group. Like they were in AKB48 or HKT48 or MB48 or whatever. So they're all like active, but I think like the way they do their trainee system and stuff like that is a bit different. So like you don't, some people aren't as skilled, you know, some people it's like varying levels of skill and stuff like that. I don't think, because I think there's like a specific like thing you're called in that whole AKB48 world when you're actually like a trainee that doesn't perform anywhere. But yeah. So yes, so very, very cool, very, very awesome. Unfortunately, Mnet, you caught my attention. Is that what you want me to say? Okay. Yeah, I'll be watching. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Oops. Did you have anything for the shoe minute? Because I did not look at the. Oh, okay. Dang it! I should have got a shoe minute or Schumann picture so I could say he was unemployed. Y'all.
Well, you didn't even do his thing, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. I'll do it one year.
Right.
All right, y'all.
One year, this year.
If we don't have a oh wow, shoe minute today. We don't have a shoe minute today, but we do have a Kyung second.
Where? Is this it?
But we do have a Kyung second today. Okay.
And that's it.
Listen, y'all. So it may not, sometimes I'll be slacking because I don't really be keeping my ear to these Kyung Saipol streets as I used to. The Kyung Saipol streets as I used to. However, while looking for a picture to put, I did want to peep y'all to the fact that in 2020, our podcast boyfriend placed number 20 for TJ Chandler's 100 most handsome faces list. Now, is this list a scam? Perhaps. Is it giving what is it called? Graphic design is my passion? A little. However, you can't deny he's serving lip, eyebrow, and sclera there. So, just to keep y'all privy, look at him. Top 20.
This was 3 years ago.
How dare you?
What happened in 2021? What about 2022?
How dare you?
How dare he not get in the list for the last 2 years?
He might have. I just did not look. Okay.
Wow.
Maybe I'm lacking.
Wow.
All right. But, yeah. So, King snapped. All right. Fine. He's not even unemployed because he's unemployed. I just am not good. Look at you all happy. I'm taking it back. How dare you?
Because he's not unemployed.
That's true.
You're dragging him.
That's true. King snapped. He sent me the spousal support check, so I need to stop tripping. What?
Ooh. Are you sure it was from him? Are you sure there was money in there?
Whoever I'm just receiving these checks from. It's like a credit card debt statement.
I was thinking like Shutter Island, where you're just like running around.
No.
Living this life that you're not really.
Absolutely not. Okay. Yep, true. All right. So I'm going to speed. Did you want to do this part? Just because there are a lot of people who like left their companies and bounced. It's just like the section, the company news section. I'm just gonna speed run. We can like tag on and off if you want. So first off, Miss Haejong from AOA has left FNC Entertainment and has signed to TH Company. So her leaving FNC also means she's leaving AOA, which I didn't know that this was still a group. I thought they had disbanded. But apparently now that she's left FNC and AOA, member Tammy is the only member left in AOA. So it's giving a very Youngji is Car and Car is Youngji type beat. Thing or Nana is after school like one. So I don't know if they planned on doing anything, but it probably seems like they didn't. But yeah, so shout outs to her and hope she has good future ventures. Did you want to do the next one or should I?
I I can read it. This is Brave Girls left Brave Brothers. April 27th, Warner Music Korea. 4 members of Brave Girl, Minyoung, Youjung, Ji, and Yuna signed a contract with the agency. They added that a new group name was in discussion in directions. Member Minyoung hinted on Instagram they plan to. Interesting that they're changing their name. I guess because Brave.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But like that's gonna change the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
People know. It's like Highlight versus Beast. Wow, look at this.
I don't know why this thing is having so many technical difficulties. It's like literally making me itch. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it was very much related to their last company. But honestly, do we think Brave Brothers flopped with handling the resurgence of Rolling last year or not? I don't know, because Brave Brothers are literally known for their music. Like,
I think they tried.
I just feel like people didn't give them their like due diligence. Yeah. Like I feel like it was like, oh, this song's great. Oh, this other song they released is good too, but we're not going to give them any awards at the end of the year award shows. It's hard, man. That's one of the reasons why I think this has nothing to do with this, but that's one of the reasons why I think like Ditto, as much as she dominated in 8 No Crumbs Left, I feel like especially with all these juggernaut girl groups coming back, I feel like it's going to be hard for them to maintain their the relevance of Ditto and OMG, because I feel like it was like, okay, Ditto Mania, OMG Mania, but that was at the beginning of the year. So by the time we reach the end of the year, will people really remember how impactful Ditto was? Like, obviously, if it stays on the charts and like charting and streaming, you can't really deny the numbers. But like, will people remember how big an impact? Because it feels like I hear nothing about Ditto now that IVE has come back. And then Le Sserafim, Idol, and who else? Aespa are coming back as well, so they also might have like a hit, and they're all technically going to be gearing up to potentially have the summer hit, which I feel like is like such a, if you can get the summer hit, girl, it's done. It's like it's over. So I don't know.
Oh gosh, the fact that it's about to be like May.
True.
This year's going by fast.
Yeah, honestly, let's stop time.
I'm distraught. Yeah.
Let's see what chat says. Oh, he definitely flopped. Brave girls deserve better, Leanne says. Andre said, hell yeah, they did. Swear they can't handle an idol group. They're always focusing on producing songs for others. Yeah. Because I think they made some of Sister's songs too. Jamia said, back in the day, Jamia said they definitely dropped the ball with them. They could have had an EXID moment, but they kind of just faded away. Space Karen said Ditto broke the pack record. I doubt it will be forgotten. I always get confused with packs and stuff like that, but I feel like people are literally suffering from short-term memory. Yeah. Like I feel like everyone's really, and I'm not saying that
I forgot that happened.
That's true. They broke the number of packs record too, and I feel like the chart girlies can clock me better, but I feel like IVE's song I Am has been getting a lot of packs too, or it got its first pack maybe like this week or whatever. So I don't know, like I agree, it probably will be up like in the like best songs of the year, and it will probably situate. And also I suspect New Jeans will come back again sometime this year, and I think if you have a successful second comeback, it can, you know, remind people, hey, we also had a successful song in the beginning of the year. That's true. So there's that. But I do think, and I love the fact that the competition is so fierce, for at least for girl groups. I don't know what the boy groups are doing because I don't
like them.
No, I just don't follow them closely. Don't slander
me. You don't
me.
like them.
Listen, I've been
try to drag NCT Dream.
I just
and then compare them to Treasure.
You know, that was wrong of me because
there.
That was a really like you know horrible accusation. So I shouldn't have just been throwing out anyone's. So I do apologize.
She said Idol A and Idol B.
True and real. I Am and Kitsch both got packs, but they're not going to break the longest record. That's true, but I don't think that would be the only. Maybe I'm wrong again, because I have not been a charting sales girly since like 2011. Like I do not even know where to look. But that's not the only factor, right?
Yeah,
like I feel
you
like
have to get the most packs.
Yeah, I feel like sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, isn't just like how long you stay on the charts?
Yeah, I was gonna say. But Ditto also has staying power, so let me not say it doesn't. And for all we know, like when we hit December 2023, it will be still in like the top 10 or whatever. But I just think it's really interesting because I thought that it would just be so obvious that Ditto was the hit song and OMG was like the hit song or whatever. But I definitely, it's really, because I think when New Jeans was just having these back-to-back hits and everyone was like, oh my God, they're killing it. People were so quick to be like, okay, New Jeans, we found our 4th gen SNSD. We found our, 4th gen Twice or whatever. But seeing like I've come back with Thunder, and then we have a lot of girl groups that are gaining a lot of buzz with just like their comeback, promotional stuff, and the fact that we have girl groups that have had like really popular songs before, I just think it's too soon to say anything yet, which is good because I feel like it makes healthy competition, and so like companies don't just start like half-assing it or whatever. Yeah, 4th gen girl groups, the competition is really fierce, and it's really just nice that there's no obvious top, which there shouldn't be, because a lot of these groups just debuted last year. That wouldn't make any sense. But it's cool to see the 4th gen girl groups hit their stride. 4th gen boy groups, y'all are cool too.
Well, we don't talk about them, so
what? Okay, y'all, we're because I'm tired.
I try to bring them up, and then it gets just radio silence, and then I'm like,
I try my best out here on these streets.
Everyone hates them. It's okay. That's fine.
Speaking of 4th gen girl groups, or according to Mnet, this might be a 5th gen girl group, because apparently 5th gen started with Zero Base One. But Baby Monster, y'all, don't think we forgot. Baby Monster. I saw a lot of people saying that the 4th gen will only officially end when Baby Monster debuts, because YG has to get their 4th gen girl group out and then they can close it. I don't know. Anyway, so Baby Monster is coming.
Where are these rules coming from?
Panchoa.
Making up rules.
Panchoa Discus. Anyway, Panchoa Compensation. So on April 28th, YG Entertainment released the 8th episode of its reality show Last Valuation, where it follows 7 YG trainees who are in the running to debut as a member of their newest girl group, Baby Monster. So during this episode, we got some insight from YG of what he wants or pictures the final group to look like. So just for reference, the final lineup will be publicly announced on May 12th at midnight KST. But during this episode, YG shared that he imagines Baby Monster as a 5-member girl group, noting that Blackpink and 2NE1 were also on the smaller side when it came to girl group. So that means, I don't know if there's like a limit, because I have only watched like a couple episodes, but that would mean that they would at least have to drop 2 girls. First of all, who has been following this? Second of all, is this necessary?
No and no. No.
Like, do we think that YG, by doing this, is just falling behind in the girl group race?
Yes.
I'm just making up there. Ooh. You don't think...
I'm just confused, because it's like, first of all, why introduce these and then you're gonna drop some of them? What are you gonna do with the other ones? Are they gonna disappear? Like, what?
Yeah.
Also, this is taking too long. This should have been like 5 episodes. My attention span is like this big. We can't keep it going like this.
Yeah, I feel like, and again, I try to keep up with everything because I try to keep my ears to the K-pop streets. So I don't, like, as much as I want to be like, YG, you wasting time, nobody cares, just release the group, I do acknowledge that like every single one of these episodes are getting like over like 3 million views. So there are people watching, albeit it might just be YG stans, it might be the K-pop fandom at large. You know, I'm not 100% sure, but I do just think it's so funny, like the contrast to like how like New Jeans just gave us the music and they're like here, and that was New Jeans is with us. Not to say that every group, because obviously a lot of groups did it more traditionally, but comparing it directly to this where they're doing this like drawn out survival show, I wanted to say it was dated at this time, but seeing all these survival shows like Boys Planet and like, you know, Peak Time and now we have Queendom Puzzle, people be very interested in it. I feel like that's disingenuous to say. There are people that care a lot about survival shows, but this just seems kind of tired. I don't know why.
Is this voted? Like, how does this work?
That's a great question. I don't know. Guys, is it voted by YG or does the public get to decide? Let me look it up.
Because then why are we watching this if he's just gonna vote?
To make us feel bad? I feel like there has to be a fan voted X like part of it. Okay. Oh my god. These girls are this. Oh, well, I guess not. Introduction, schedule debut. I don't know. Very weird. I just remember hating that teaser where it was like the other YG Entertainment people being like, I've never even heard a voice until I heard these girls. And I was like,
I'm a singer and I've never heard like singing ever. How is that possible? It's like she reset time. I was a baby suddenly when she started to sing. Whoa.
I was like, all right, cool it. Although they are very talented from the videos I've watched, so not to say, you know, whatever, but still. Oh my god, just debuted going in the chat. Jordy says, oh my god, just debuted them all. YG is so extra. I do love a stunt queen, but YG, you're just getting on my nerves.
Like, nice, doing too much. I'm telling you, 5 episodes, stunt enough. That was it. It was already annoying that there was a show, so like that was enough stunting.
Leanne said, who asked for his opinion?
True.
Karen said they're milking that YouTube money. Honestly, I feel like that's true. They're like, let's tease him a bit.
Yeah.
Leanne says, I'll say this once, and I'll say it again. Insert Demi Lovato meme. Get away, get a job. Stay away from it. Oh, so true. Andre says, I mean, if we're dropping people, drop the young ones, so no more child idols.
I think one of the younger ones are their favorites. What's her name? Ayun? At least I was like looking at the like Reddit subreddit for the episode before this episode, and people were, oh my gosh, Ayun, like I think they said her age and I was like, gosh, whoa.
Wait, how young? Like 14?
I think she was like 14, yeah. And I was like, what's going on?
I second that.
I
then.
get it, but...
Oh wow, it's only YG's decision. Squirrel, if you don't choose the
Why
group,
are you showing this?
it must be Fred. No, because that's so insidious, because I always feel like when that's the case, they already know who they're gonna pick. They just want to show off. I think they want to show off like, oh, look how good the idols that we are going to choose are, but then also be like, okay, these are people we have in the pipeline, so let's see if you might be interested in them like later on or something. What a waste.
Like that Treasure thing where they made Treasure and then like people that they kicked out, they left YG and then they had to join other groups. 2 people from Treasure.
Movie star. What a great ass song. I love them. YG is hyping this group up and they're only getting comebacks every leave year.
Yeah, they're probably not going to debut for another like 2 years.
It just seems, and like honestly, like we're clowning, but it does seem, it's like y'all are doing like, it just makes like, I love the YG groups. I love, but I got so fatigued at one point from YG because it's like so much hype, so much glitz, so much glare, so much. We spent a Google plus million Google infinity dollars on this music video. It will blow your mind. Meanwhile, it looks like every other music video that they've ever created. Yeah, and it's just like they'll always hype things up so much, and it's like, just give us the music. Like, just give us the music on a consistent basis. Give us the debuts. Give us the groups. You don't have to do all this, and it just sometimes gets like so like boring and frustrating. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the groups and like the people themselves, they're great, but just YG's like, let's hype this up, this is gonna be the best, this is literally going to explode your medulla oblongata, and then like doesn't release something for 43 years. Like, mama, no. Andy says, honestly, you're probably so fans will get more attached, but they probably all will debut, which is just like, I don't need the theatrics, young man. Please.
Just do the debut and then end it.
Yeah. Disband the group. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. That's really stunting. Like, that's too much.
Karen says, people hate the YG strategy, but it works with BP, made them the biggest girl group. That's the thing. It did. And I do think that thing, but I do wonder how, because I think, like, I know a lot of people say big three privilege, YG privilege. I do think Blackpink is bigger than just having YG privilege, if that makes sense. Like, they're a bit of an, obviously having that starting ground worked, but they are an anomaly. But I don't think that can work for everyone. I do wonder if they do the same thing with these young girls, if it will work again. Because
especially when they are still active, Blackpink.
Exactly.
Like, Blackpink had the luxury of 2NE1 not being
Speak
active.
on it. Speak on it. Say it again, because y'all need to hear her. Okay. No, this is like, y'all need to hear her. That's true.
But yeah.
I think that's the one thing that's really weird about a lot of like this third gen, and kind of weird about second gen too, is that like often you get this like closure for the previous generation because like the group becomes very inactive or are just not active in the same way, but you still have a lot of third gen groups pumping out and like coming out with stuff as if they debuted 2 years ago or whatever. So I do think how much that will affect that big Blackpink, unlike, like you said, unlike 2NE1 being kaputsies by the time Blackpink debuts, so they can literally like take the mantle of the premier female YG group. Blackpink's still active. Blackpink still has a lot of fans. Their fan base is still growing. They're still getting bigger every day. So I do wonder who is going to be left to stand these people at the level. Well, at the level I'll say that Blackpink does, because I think there is like the whole YG family where if you're like stan a YG group, you'll at least be somewhat partial to whatever else it is. So I do think there's blinks that are like, these are our baby sisters, so I don't know, but like actually stan them. Like, I would, if Blackpink and them were having a concert at the same time, I would go to their concert. We'll see.
Yeah. It's like TXT and BTS.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if I said this, but oh hey Andy. Andy says, oh my gosh, I didn't see that. It was clicking off. Blackpink was a lightning in a bottle and YG. It is honestly so crazy how big Blackpink is, despite the fact that, you know, we were starved for music. At one point, they were exclusively Instagram models. It's very interesting. That's why I do say that they're beyond. I do think they like are famous almost in spite of YG's poor like promotion or whatever, because people just are so obsessed with them. Space Karen says, for sure, just look at TXT and BTS. TXT just can't compete even though they're from the same company.
Yep.
True and real. I definitely think there's like an anomaly with these third gen groups that people are gonna be really, really reluctant to let them not be the top anymore. If that makes sense. But yeah. Andy says, I mean, they're very successful, but in terms of music output, ... Karen says, being from a big company only gets you so far, but it's a big advantage. Andy says, I'm just forever a salty and bitter blank. Oh, that's funny. Well, yeah, so either way, YG is a fool as usual. Papa YG is a fool. And I will still look out to see what happens with this group, even though this is a mess of a show.
I'm just not going to watch the show.
When they're all said and done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's very interesting. Oh, apparently in their wiki, somebody said in a survey conducted by the entertainment actually, okay, wait. In a survey conducted by the entertainment business magazine Joy News 24, 200 industry workers from entertainment companies and broadcasters, film and broadcast content producers, and entertainment reporters ranked the tentative group Babymon ninth in the most anticipated artists of late 2021 and 2022, tied with IVE amidst others. Interesting. IVE was ninth? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I guess they're saying, yeah, I don't know. But I do think like it's kind of hard because like obviously somebody like NewJeans or whatever came out of nowhere and ate everyone's heart. So I don't think that they're, again, like I still think like this race of who's going to like lead the fourth gen in terms of girl group is still very much open. But I do think that like, why'd you hurry up?
Yeah.
Before everyone, you know, snatches, well, all the other groups snatch up all the fans. All right. Yeah. Is there anything else? Oh, I guess one more thing. So this one's not really leaving a group, but trying to leave a group. So Bae 173's Nam Do-hyun files injunction against his agency for a suspension of contract. So on April 8th, it was reported that Do-hyun recently filed an application for provisional injunction asking for the suspension of his exclusive contract against his agency Pocket Doll Studios. He filed for an injunction due to the differences in opinion with the agency regarding the fulfillment of exclusive contract obligations. The decision on whether to accept or reject the request for an injunction will be made in late May or early June. In response to this, his company Pocket Doll Studios commented, "It is true that we are in a legal dispute." And then so for some background on him, he first debuted as a member of Produce X, X1, the group that was formed on the fourth season of Produce 101 in 2019. When we found out the truth that they were scamming us and that group dissolved, he then debuted as a member of Bae 173. I think I'm pronouncing this right, so I apologize if I don't. In 2024, and then he also participated, or no, his group. He halted activities to go on hiatus due to health reasons, but his group actually participated in peak time, but he wasn't participating. So it seems like he wants to get out of there, probably because his health concerns, but also it seems like he's just not feeling it. So we'll see how that works. But yeah.
Wait, when did X1 debut?
2019? What did I say? 2009?
19. Because I'm like looking at his age and I'm like, he's young.
I think
he's only 18.
Well, they be having babies on that. Wait, so that was, but oh my god, that was like 4 years ago. What is going on?
So he was like 14 when he got in this group. The heck? No wonder he's stressed. He's probably like, I got school, I got this group, and then you want me to go on peak time? The heck is that? I'm tired.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. He's in the first grade. I'm confused. Mnet deserves jail for so many different reasons. Yeah, it kind of does seem like a lot of idols are leaving group, but it's good because I feel like, again, I always make this whatever, but I think, you know, a lot of these idols start training when they're very young, and whether it's because of health conditions or they just realize it's not their passion as they thought that it was when they were like 14. You know, you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to decide like, oh, the thing that I wanted to be when I was 13 isn't the thing that I want to be now that I'm like 16 or 19 or 27 or whatever. So it makes a lot of sense to me that a lot of idols would leave their group, because it just makes, I don't know, it just is a lot. All right, I'm also gonna speed through this next stuff. Sorry guys, I want to be able to get to open bar. All right, so for the next couple announcements, I don't have visuals for, but We have 3 major comebacks upcoming. We have Aespa with their 3rd mini album, My World, upcoming, Le Seraphim with their 1st studio album, Unforgiven, and G-Idol with their 6th mini album, I Feel. 3 huge girl groups. I love the fact that nobody's... What?
I said I'm excited.
Me too. And I think it's so cool that none of them are like, you know how there was that whole thing that like, oh, like people like back in the day it was Big Bang, and then like in the 3rd gen it was BTS, but people would like specifically find out when these bigger groups are going to come back and then like try to plan their comebacks around them. And a lot of these like, you know, what is it? I've just came back, and then we have all these groups coming back, and it's like it seems like they don't care. They're like, yes.
I feel like the fans probably do though. I feel like that's where the problems come in.
That's true.
The fans will be like, why did they come this week when they knew that G-Idol was going to come back? And not that serious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I feel like people should be like, oh, this is a chance maybe for like collabs or special stages or stuff like that. Yeah. Like this is when everyone comes back at the same time. That's true. Why am I lying to myself? But still. Anyway, yes,
we used to do that.
That's true. I think, do I have? Okay. What was that on? So for the last 2 things, for some chart news, as I actually mentioned earlier, Ive's most recent comeback, I Am, scored an perfect all kill this week. But this also gives them another notch in their belt, as with receiving this perfect all kill with I Am, they have become the first group in history to have 2 different songs score perfect all kills in the same month. So Kiss, the song that y'all be hating on, even though it's a masterpiece, got a perfect all kill on April 3rd. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people think it's like lackluster. I think it's a bop. But it got a perfect all kill on April 3rd. It got, I guess, its first perfect all kill on April 3rd, meaning it took Ive less than 3 weeks to repeat the feat with another song. Icons, legends, podcast daughters, podcast nieces, you know, it's what we expect from Ive. They just eat and never leave a single crumb, because why would they? Bow down to their great, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Also, this one actually had me really gagged. So 17, who recently came out with their 10th mini album, FML, surpassed 4.64 million pre-orders with this album. This is kind of old news because I guess it already came out. But that pre-order amount made it the most pre-ordered album in Korean history.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
I really was like BTS, except like, no, apparently it's them.
Good for them.
I know. I
wonder, because I was just looking at the Melon chart right now to see, and they're like charting. They have like 3 songs.
So when you are kings, you kind of just, you know, people know what to do.
So now boy groups are kings.
No. Listen, I've been in the carrot trenches since 2015. Ajikto Jojo ni Andwe? What? What is it? We gone front, gone Hyundai, whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
I can die.
Yeah.
Ajikto Jojo ni Andwe. We han in front, not in Hyundai. Okay, I'll look up the lyrics. But no, I'm really proud to see they're going so strong, because they deserve it, and I feel like they always give entertainment. Now I gotta look up this song, Adore You 17 lyrics. Y'all, I've been a Karen since day 1. Please don't play my face. Let's see.
How did you like their new song?
I didn't listen to it yet, but
yeah, what a true carrot.
because I had to, because true carrots make sure that they're in the correct mind space.
Ooh.
Before they listen to this song. I did watch
always be in the right mind space. You're a true carrot.
You know what? I'm a part-time carrot. I had to clock out for a bit because, you know, these girl groups need they need more support. Okay, let me see. Okay. 아직도 조절이 안 돼. 나가고 놓지 좀 말해. 왜 자꾸 front 하는 건데, baby? Like, I'm sick. Okay, anyway.
What does that even mean?
Something about fronting. I don't know. Vernon used to use fronting every other rap, and I was like, your fronting privileges are taken away because you're using it too much. How do you even know this phrase, young man? So yeah, I love how I said that when they're not even on the screen.
Oh,
but yeah.
wow.
All right, y'all. Yeah, over 4 million. I'm kind of like, are any of you guys looking for a stay-at-home girlfriend? Because you got money. Not that
you can't do that to Dio.
Oh yeah, that's true. He did send the spousal support check, so let me not front. He did send the check, but maybe sometimes you need 2 checks. All right, he's sending the checks, but I need to be a stay-at-home girlfriend. I'm gonna have to
tell him. He asked me to keep an eye on you, and
he said he trusted me.
No, he trusted me. Not just you.
Well, if we're coming clean, Jimin said he needs to keep an eye. He wanted me to keep an eye on you too. So,
I mean, I don't do anything. So. I'm not like you, flip-flopping.
Listen, I have to make sure.
He's been consistent.
Listen. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. All right. So, wait. Okay. What else? Oh, okay. So we have 2 songs that we wanted to talk about. I'll talk about one, but Jazz, you can talk about both because I didn't listen to one of them. Guys, I'm bad at this. Okay. Anyway, the first song. So this is actually a quite interesting story. Now, why are you gonna go block us like this? Why you gotta go and do that? Okay, wait, y'all. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. So yes, you see right. This is none other than Sierra. This beat is, and Jackson Wang. Also, one of my baby's fault. Wait, let me not say that. Well, okay, sorry. Sometimes I get a little too comfortable on stream. But yeah, so as many of you guys probably know, what at the time seemed very randomly, but during his performance at Coachella over the past 2 Coachella weekends, Jackson brought, actually, I think he may have only performed 1 weekend. Either way, during his set, Jackson brought out Sierra. They performed some of Sierra's hits. They randomly performed XG song Left Right, but this also, they performed a song called Slow, which has now been released as a new single. And I don't know, Jackson and Sierra, Darnell Higgins, what is his name? Darnell Hunchback better watch out. What's her husband's name?
Is that not his name?
Joshua Thornsberry better watch out because Jackson is about to steal his whole wife. Psych, they didn't have any chemistry, but I think it was on purpose. No, not in a bad way. I think they were kind of trying to keep their distance because, like, she's married.
Russell Wilson. Oh my gosh, I forgot. There too.
Nigel Thornberry better watch out because
Russell Wilson is no. He is no Thornberry.
Oh, but yeah, they performed at Coachella and it was all, I guess, to promote this song. So I just wanted to see people's thoughts on it. I thought it was very sexy. I was like, Jackson, I was actually free the day y'all filmed this, so I'm not quite sure why I wasn't. But Sierra works too. No, this fits Sierra's voice so perfectly. And you know, Jackson, he be singing too. Like, honestly, I don't really, sometimes I forget that he has a lot of songs where he's just singing, but I thought this really fit his voice as well. But again, they're leaving space for Jesus. It was definitely very, I mean, but it was like he's over here and she's over here doing, so it was cute. Did you have any thoughts on this song?
I did not listen to it, so
y'all, I'm sorry. I'm okay, to be fair, I only put this up, was it today or yesterday? I forget, in the doc. But
I don't know. I just know I didn't listen to it, so.
It's a good song. It's very R&B. I think you would enjoy it. It's an easy listen. You know, I feel like it's something you kind of will just throw on your playlist. I really like the music video. I think it's really cute. They're dancing. Some of the cuts are like kind of like in terms of like it's like it looks kind of crunchety, but other than that, it's very good.
It's interesting because I feel like his music videos are very, I don't know, crisp usually.
Yeah, I think he blew the budget on that Cheetah music video. So he was like, "All right, we got 3 cheese
Was
girls."
that good? I didn't
The
hear it.
song, it's like very
Yeah.
like Bruno Mars-y. Like I was kind of surprised. Yeah, especially because the way he looks in it, it's like, "Girl, it's
Yeah.
a cheetah." Yeah, it's very jazzy and James Brown. But he has like face. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. Jordy says, "Wait, that left right cover was just a fun thing, not an official remix." I mean, if it's not, it should be because that sounded so good.
Yes, give XG their coins, please.
Give them that promo. Way better than they did like a Rico Nasty remix of that other song they have, and it was not good. I'm sorry. I love Rico Nasty, but did you hear that?
Rico, what?
Rico Nasty. What is the other song? Shooting Star. Rico
Yeah.
Nasty hopped on a remix to that, and it was.
When?
I think it was released a couple
For
of
real?
weeks ago. Yeah. But yeah, exactly, Andy. This was way better than the other remixes. There was also another like, you know, EDM it's a remix that I didn't really like that much, unfortunately. But this was cute. They're hot. Congrats. Moving on. Ooh, this is not a good screenshot. I am so sorry.
What's going on?
I thought I ate with the screenshot. Oh, I'm so sad. Well, that
I like
is
how they're
missing.
in movement. No one's looking.
I thought it was like mid. Oh god, because the thing is, I resigned myself that I'm not getting a screenshot with all of them like focused in view. So I was like, oh, let me just choose one person. And like in this scene, Woozy was doing something really cool, and he was looking like really, you know, I don't even know. So
Like that.
but it was cooler.
He was looking like
I feel bad.
motion blur.
Yes, thank you, Andy. It's a dynamic screenshot, all right. But yes, they came back with a music video for their song "Songon Gong," or was it Songon Gong Gong? That's a tongue twister. And Jazz, as the resident 17 expert, 17 carat, if you will. 17 diamond carats in the air.
Why?
What did you think of Woozy and his friends?
Wow. Just
What?
Woozy.
I'm putting respect on Wuzanse's name.
I was actually shocked because like Wanwoo, he like
Looked good.
sometimes I forget that Woozy started, but like Wanwoo, like I remember he like walks in, I'm like, dude, like so good. I love him. He needs short hair. Sorry. The song I don't really care for. I'm gonna yeah. It's like one of their like it's like a good hype song.
Mm-hmm.
Like but yeah. I need to listen to their album. I added it. I just haven't listened to it. But yeah, it's not like bad. It's just like it seems like more
More what?
we're hyped. It's more like we're hype.
Yeah. I admittedly, from what I remember, it was kind of like at times I was like, where is this going? Because it was a lot of beat changes and things like that.
Oh, so you did listen.
I did, but I wanted to listen to it a couple more times to like get a really concrete like, oh, okay, I like this part. Oh, I didn't like this part. But it was a bit, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but it's the only way I can think I can describe it. Like the beats and flows and switch ups were kind of all over the place. So with songs like that, it often takes me multiple times to really understand what I'm even listening to. But similar to what you said, I was like, this is definitely like a get hype dance song that would be fun to see in concert, but definitely maybe not something I listen to every day.
Yeah. It's like almost like they have another song like, where it's like, let me drop the umak, whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot what the song is. But that one's like also very much this is y'all are just getting hype, dancing in water. I like that song more though, but it's how they dance though. All right. It's a good song.
All right, Carrots. Jazz is giving it a 0 out of 10.
Wow.
I'll give you her social security number and home address so you can do whatever you want. You know, I'm not gonna judge. Do what you want. I didn't tell you to do anything.
Wow.
But yeah, they looked it good. They looked good. No, just kidding. Yeah. All right. So we are going to go to open bar. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. Not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend.
What is going on?
It's the chowder. It's the chowder I'm not your boyfriend song.
Well, I know, but like, why?
I don't know. A bit of je ne sais quank. Oh wait, let me. I'm not your boyfriend. What a great song. All right. I'm gonna real quick see if I can get chat on screen because this is a crime against humanity to not have it on screen. Horizontal chat. Oh, no. Okay. I'll just bring y'all up when you say something. All right, so these SpongeBob and Chow references. Listen, I know my constituency. All right, so what else happened this week that the girlies, the girly pops wanted to, kiki about? What did y'all see in these streets, K-pop or otherwise?
Aespa's going to the Cannes festival.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. What are they going for?
To watch the shows.
They're bored. They need something to do. Good promo, though, since the album's coming up. They're like, oh, we're just inconspicuously going. We're not trying to promote anything. I don't know if I checked out anything. I'm not your boyfriend. Was there anything? There was a debate I was having Wednesday on stream about like being able to sing and not, but I feel like I have that debate every 2 nanoseconds about what makes a good singer and like whether there's a standard of being able to sing and dance that a K-pop idol should be able to uphold and what people feel about.
But do we have that? No, we don't. So here we are. We don't even have it in regular pops.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, it's hard because admittedly, just because somebody can sing and dance well doesn't make them like interesting or not. Like there's other things that I fully acknowledge that you need to have to build a fan, because I think ultimately it's like there's having good music, but there's also like building a fan base. And I know that's like what a lot of people are worried about 50-50. They're like, okay, you have this really nice song, but do you have like interesting power? Like, are people interested in you? Like, do you have fans? Are people gonna care when you drop the next song? And like, unfortunately, that's not guaranteed just by singing and dancing well. Which I acknowledge.
I could say the same for Eugene.
Oh yeah, that people like their music more than they like them as like
yeah.
I guess that's true.
Really, I don't know if they have like individual power yet.
I guess that's true. I don't know. It's just really hard because I'm like, yeah, I mean, and it's frustrating because it's like it must suck to like stand an idol that's like really good at singing and dancing but it's not popular, and then see idols that aren't maybe that good at singing and dancing be like, blast off to infinity and beyond. But I don't know. I think, and I was saying this last on Wednesday for anyone in my stream, I think my biggest pet peeve is when people act like people are better than they are. Like there will be like an AR performance and they're like, oh, they slayed. It's like,
Oh yeah.
Mama, this is edited, or Mama, this is AR, or Mama, this just was not very good. Or they get mad at you when somebody calls that. They're like, this wasn't very good. And they're like, well, they just bought a pet dog, and it's Valentine's Day, so, their vocal cords. Like, it's like a bunch of excuses. And it's like, to be fair, I do think a lot of people are antagonistic when they think an idol doesn't deserve to be there. So there are people who will be like, this person sucks, and it will literally be an article about them donating $1,000 to like a dog charity, and the person will be like, but they can't sing though, can they cracked on Inkigayo. Like, they'll just always bring it up, which is really weird and antagonistic. But at the same time, it will be like the person will sound like my leg, but in like vocal version, and people are like, oh, they slayed my king, which is really just annoying. Like, why do you have to be delusional? It's okay. Like, stand an idol that can't sing or dance. Just don't be delusional about it. Like, I don't know.
Or don't stand them, so I don't have to hear it. I'm kidding.
I love a non-singing ass idol. I don't know. It's just something about them.
It depends on how non-singing they are and what they provide outside of that.
Jasmine's like, well, what do you bring to the table?
Like, can you dance well? Can you tell jokes? Make me laugh.
Dance for me. Karen says, Earth Arcade season 2 is coming out if y'all want to watch. Is that an anime? Earth Arcade. Arcade. It looks like, okay. So it is a... Oh my god.
Is in it?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's immediately what I...
Young G, isn't she a singer too?
Unji? Oh, not that Unji. Oh yeah, she's a rapper.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
But I love a all female variety cast. Revealing filming location in air after Ginny's Kitchen. I actually heard of Ginny's Kitchen, but I've never watched that either. Okay. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, Taeyong. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Taeyong had a comeback with Lisa. Shoo.
Oh yeah. I listened to that.
What did you think?
I'm trying to remember.
Not my favorite.
I think I thought it was repetitive.
Oh. Damn. I listened to some of it, but I was like, I wanted to be the first listen in my car, so I ended up not listening to it. But then I never got a chance to really go for a drive because I didn't have like any errands or anything to run today. I mean, this week. So I need to listen to it. But it looked cool. It did good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Eugene from I and Mimi from Oh My Girl. The first season, which aired from June. Oh my god, how did I miss this? That's good though. Let's see. Shum is a catchy. It's very simple. I need to wait. What is Hey Mi Lecheyapa? I need to catch up on Hey Mi Lecheyapa. What is that?
Are those names? Oh, is that their names? Short.
Of who?
Yay. Wait, who's in the?
I mean, I definitely see that. I don't think it's a combination of the girls and Earth
I know
Arcade
that's
thing.
not that. Who is that? Hey.
Oh, also, I've decided for Anime Club, we are going to watch those 2 anime movies that I keep on forgetting the names of. I'm just deciding if I want to have the official Anime Club for it next Wednesday or the week after. So, the 10th or the 17th? No, the 2nd or the 10th. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, whether I wanted the 2nd or the 10th. But either way, like whenever we discuss on it, those are going to be the 2 anime we watch next. For those of you guys who don't know, I had an anime club where we would watch an anime together, and then we would use either 1 or 2 streams to talk about it. And so I've been wanting to reboot it, but I've been trying to find the right series to reboot it on. So I don't even know. I heard about it, but then Jazz, you also knew it. But then Chat, you also knew it. There's these 2 anime movies. Oopsies, sorry. There's these 2. I'm trying out here. There's these 2 anime movies called. One's called To Every You Loved. Girl, I'm having a stroke. To every
boy.
To all our boys I loved before. Now, To Every You I've Loved Before, and the other one's called To Me, the One Who Loved You, and they're like connected movies. And so the whole thing is that depending on which order you watch the movie in, there'll be like a different ending. I think that's very weirdly worded, but that's what they're saying. So we thought it'd be cool if half of the people watch it in one direction and the other half watch it in another direction. So then when we come and talk about it, we can be like, oh, well, I watched it in this direction and this is what I saw. I watched in this. So we'll have like a direct comparison of like what movie, which which is which. So yes, those are the 2 movies. Oh my God. I'm not going to say this again because I'll have a brain hemorrhage, but I'll put the name in chat. So make sure you watch the movies sometime within the next 2 weeks so you can join the stream, and also follow me on Twitter for any updates about this and about my streams, etc., etc. Oh, okay. Leanne said it's a variety show featuring oh my gosh. Harry, Mian, Ijong, Taewon, Yena, and Patricia. Who's Patricia? The synopsis is basically all the girls go to a house in the countryside for the weekend, but the twist is that the house is empty, so they have to play games to earn money to buy stuff for the house. Oh, that's cute. That reminds me of not Infinity Challenge, Heroes, I think it was called. That was like an older thing. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap up because I have to hop on a train tomorrow. But what did I just say? You actually so you actually do not have to go home, but you gotta get the heck out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And Jazz, do you have anything you want to tell the people before we go?
I don't know.
Me either, honestly.
IDK.
IDK my BFF Jill. IDK my BFF Rose. But yeah, same here. Oh, IDK my BFF. IDK. Y'all, I'm literally wearing a pajama. I'm wearing a pajama pants too. Oh, there's this. Okay. There is this, I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but there is this video. So in Left Right, Jackson and Sierra are like grinding on each other but leaving space for Jesus. And so there's this part where Sierra's like, I got what you want, I got what you need. I saw this guy on TikTok. He just did it and it was funny. I don't know why. Like, she was just dancing, but it was funny.
That just reminded me of like when I was in acapella, we did a dance. And we literally did that. And like I hate
sue them for plagiarism.
Yeah, honestly, I might as well. I mean, I did not make the choreography. My acapella group. But I'll still sue them. And I'll keep the money.
And not
I know I'll win.
Keep the money like fuzzy lumpkins. Ooh, that sounds like a cool rap verse. Everybody is, or come to the club because tonight is jumping. Keep the money like fuzzy lumpkins. Y'all, when am I dropping my mixtape is the question. Is a real question out here. All right, y'all. Thank you again so much for hanging out. Love ya. Oh, dang, Tao. What's up? Yeah, I'm sorry. We're wrapping up right now. But yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out. You are loved. You are blessed. Okay. You are smart. You is kind. Yes, thank you, Leanne. Please make sure to like the stream. And in order to encourage you to like the stream, we're both going to do Aegyo. So Jazz, you can start first with Kiyomi Player.
So you go first because I don't know what that is.
You don't know Kiyomi.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, keep going.
All right. Well, whew. Or what is it? The
What's three? Is this 3? Kiyomi.
You know, if you want to switch it
Or is
up.
that 6? What's one 6 then? Wait, what's 3? I'm confused.
Three.
How many do we do?
I think it's 6. Kiyomi, so it's 6.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Let me look up the lyrics. Kiyomi.
Is it like that? No, it's 2 is like that. Right? Or wait, what's 1?
Dang, you know the whole choreography.
Oh, everybody was doing it in
That
like
is so cool.
2014, 13, whatever. Yeah, chokehold.
Wait, there's a whole nother Kiyomi song. What the heck?
Oh yeah, they have like another one that's new.
That like that one.
Oh yeah. It's 4. Wait. 4. What do you? I'm so
I don't even
confused about
know.
that.
It's not even showing the lyrics here. Oh my god! So it was popularized by Ilhoon of group B2B.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Wow, he kind of paved the way. We finally got the answer to who actually paved the way. Anyway,
So everything that was just it was that moment.
Kiyomi player was the start. Was the start of a revolution. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Boing boing. Remember boing boing?
Oh gosh, I'd rather do the Kiyomi. Bye.
Na kukumdong kishi kukumdong. Remember that one?
Oh my gosh. What was that? I didn't understand that
It
one.
was like I thought I said a putty cat or something.
Oh, I think I've seen like
Oh,
wait, wasn't it
from
from that? What?
Your ego.
Wasn't that like how they were like oh, whatever the words are? I
don't
swear
know.
I saw Jimin do it,
I
and
trauma
I've seen
erased it
other
from my
people,
brain.
and they look like they were crying because I think it's from like a show.
I think a baby did it, right? It's like I saw a ghost.
What is
I
it?
thought I saw a putty
Yeah, there
cat.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is-
Give Ilhoon his royalties. He's gonna be right up there with Chen.
Well, you know, isn't he in jail? Ilhoon?
What?
He's the one that did marijuana, right? He's no longer in the group or something. I don't even know.
Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying. Bling bling. Bye. Oh wait, see you next time
Bye.
on the Sweepy Idol. Bye. Wing wing.
Ew.
You literally went like this, so and that's recorded. We caught you in 4K. So.
That was me mocking.
It's too late. It's not when I edit the.